Hi, I'm your boy Terry. Once again, my username across the internet is Surpassinggoogle, and I'm a legitimate illiterate. And in this particular video, I'm going to be expatiating further on one of the verses from Legitimate Illiteracy. Legitimate illiteracy is an entire curriculum filled with knowledge derived from the no books. When I say no books, I refer to, it's spelled NO-BOOKS. So not the books, the no books. So the verse, I'm going to read the verse out and I'm going to explain it. I'm hoping that the explanation broadens your perception regarding the true state of the world, further enables you or enhance your journey to breakthrough, gives you better insight regarding your beauty, returns value to you. So the verse goes this way. It says, with matters regarding humans and green pasture, many of the answers are located in the down-to-earth, in the first, simplest, obviousest solutions, and not in outer space, not in the nth, complexest solutions. Want to know what is on Bingo's mind? Start by asking it. That's a verse from Legit Illiteracy, and I'm going to expatiate further in this. I'm going to keep this short and simple. As you listen, please apply your spirit and being. Pay attention more to my underlying context, to my undertone, more so than my words. I'm going to explain this, and it's very simple. Now we're saying that with matters regarding humans and green pasture. Let's stop there. In today's world, it's about the evolution of humans. The world constitutes of humans. You know, when you say the world, many may look at the world as constituting of infrastructure, measure the state of the world courtesy of infrastructural development. But I say the world constitutes of humans. You know, when I go to any nation, my interest there, my measurement of the state of that nation is in humans. Now, one of the endeavors popular among humans is seeking green pasture, you know, seeking better living. So let's continue. I'm saying that with matters regarding humans and green pasture. So for the most part, humans are in chase of a new high, green pasture. You know, they're trying to attain breakthrough, you know, a measure of success. You know, regardless of your measurement of success, it may be money, it may be growth in substance, talent, all that. Humans are in a state of green pasture, the pursuit of green pasture. Now, en route pursuing greener pasture, we seek answers. You know, there are questions posed in relation to our pursuit of green pasture, and then we seek answers. Sometimes we spend ages, you know, looking for that ever missing piece of our puzzle. Now, I'm telling you that the answers many times when it comes to pursuit of greener pastures is located in the down-to-earth, in the first, simplest, obviousest solutions, and not in outer space, not in the nth, complexest solutions. In today's world, the curriculums are shaped so that we seek answers in outer space. You know, we want to be bot-like. I mean, B-O-T. perfection. We want to have talent. By world standards, this is where answers lie, in outer space. And it shows in the evolution of technology, for example, in today's world. Right now we have blockchain technology. Next we will jump onto artificial intelligence. Next there are going to be human-like robots. They already exist. And after that, what's next? Human clones. And then there is a cap. Because what more can you produce in terms of development after you have attempted human clones? So there's a cap. Finally, the world will begin to return back down to Earth from outer space. We have an inclination and a tendency to follow people into outer space, the geeks, but this is preempted. Knowledge is made so complex, unavailable to anyone. There are labels. Some people are labeled illiterate, unworthy of certain knowledge, untalented. And then knowledge is made complex and kept in the hands of a few. This one's become geek-like, godlike. And the so-called elites and leaders of today's world, they monopolize and hold this knowledge and make it the standards. And then people en masse follow them into outer space, conforming to this standard. Now, there is nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying that many answers with regards to humans, green pasture, lies in the down-to-earth spaces of Mama Earth. The answers to questions posed by humans is not in outer space. Outer space is for bot-like knowledge. The knowledge you get in outer space is for bots. Artificial intelligence, yes. But answers pertaining to humans, breakthrough in relation to humans, is in the down-to-earth spaces of Mama Earth. It lies in the hands of the legitimate illiterates, in those so-called nonsense by world standards that you circumvent. I'm telling you, sift of this nonsense and you will find sense therein. Dirt is good, ask the soap master. Even in the face of the not so good, you can find testimonial used for good. So I'm saying, look right next to you, in the humanity next to you, in the rural places, places we shy away from. I'm saying that you want to know what is on Bingo's mind. The first exhaustible, humanly capable endeavor is to ask Bingo what is on its mind. But in today's world, we will end up going to school for 5 years, university go on to do PhD, go into outer space, become an apprentice under an alien, to get an answer, to get answers to what is on your mind, dear Bingo. While the first, simplest, obvious solution is to simply ask Bingo what is on your mind. You're seeking money. Of course, what is the normal route by today's curriculums to take? To go to school, start working, climb a career ladder, and then jackpot. But how about as simple as dressing a Versace, go to the nearby bank and tell the bank manager to give you the key to the vault? Now, that's bizarre according to world standards, but it's a solution, and it's among the first, simplest, obvious solutions. Now we're saying exhaust these solutions first before jumping onto the end complex solutions. Many times we're not evolved in our identity to where we're entirely confident in our identity and our conviction about our path. That's why we won't take that human step of asking a bank manager for the key to his vault or giving him a blank check with all conviction and telling him to write 10 billion. Sorry about the airplane. And I apologize about my thoughts. My thoughts are going to be disoriented. I'm not physically fit. I've not slept in years, and I've lost the ability to relax, so there's a disorientation with my thoughts. But please pay attention to my underlying context. Connect with me with your spirit, and you'll understand what I'm saying. The next time you walk the expanse of the world, you will see the new light. You will see more things, and that's all that counts. So if you're seeking the ever missing piece of your puzzle, explore even the down-to-earth spaces of Mama Earth, things that are neglected or circumvented, labeled as so-called nonsense. Explore these things as well. Let's wait for that airplane. When it comes to knowledge, let your knowledge be whole. Let your knowledge be balanced, containing of the content in the books and the content in the notebooks. That's why I'm here as a legitimate illiterate, to reveal the content contained in the notebooks, so that knowledge becomes balanced. When knowledge is balanced, it becomes available to anyone. Remove all barriers to entry from access to knowledge and make it available to anyone, regardless of your social status, regardless of your levels of literacy. When it comes to travel, allow you room for exposure. The nooks and crannies of Africa, the so-called slums. And when it comes to humans, measure humans' courtesy of their human. Give accolades same as you would to Bill Gates as to the raggedy looking person. May you measure humans' courtesy of their human. When it comes to conversation, pop even the so-called nonsense questions. Of the so-called nonsense answers, sift to find sense therein. Don't just shove it aside. An anonymous person can have possession of the ever missing piece of your puzzle, laying in their brains as redundant information, because that particular information may be redundant to their own breakthrough, or may not be relevant to their own breakthrough, but may be the ever missing piece of your puzzle. Look for that anonymous head and dig of that head. Even in your casual conversations, pop the unpopped questions. The next time you search Google or the search engines, pop the unpopped questions. Even if they are appearing like wild or weird or nonsense questions, pop them. This way you will find answers, and the answers are just very near. I can walk you through, it's, so if you just want, you want more resources, more clarity on this, an entire walkthrough, just contact me. There will be a means to contact me underneath this video, and I'm your boy Terry. That's what I am about. We will analyze your situation and reveal rare intel from curriculums of legit literacy pertaining to your situation, and help you find the right tissue for your issue. Many of the world issues are in reality non-issues, and many times when there are issues, the wrong tissue is applied because the world is still very novice when it comes to knowledge from the down-to-earth. Knowledge contained in the down-to-earth takes a measure of self-sacrifice, isolation, grit, hustle to derive. It's a very hard route. Only few take this route. So for example, poverty is a world-renowned issue. But as a legitimate illiterate, I say that not a soul is truly capable of exhibiting poverty. Each human is made in Jehovah's image, a supreme being, an invincible creator, and given in subjection the fishes of the sea, the flying creatures of the heavens, with a supercomputer. You are incapable of exhibiting poverty in reality. So, if that is truly the case, I will break that down in another video. Please binge watch every video that I produce. Yes, so if poverty is in reality not a world issue, or not the issue with the world, then is reward distribution the right issue? You know, people try to make innovations, inventions to generate money in a bid to fix the state of the world. People go about doing charities according to them in a bid to fix the state of the world. Blockchain was made, a very beautiful technology, but today it's being used solely to distribute rewards. Now, by rewards, we're referring mostly to money. But is reward distribution the true solution? Or is it that the only thing that was missing from the world is shine, the human shine? Many times if you go to these places, locations in the world that are labeled poor, that are labeled developing, that are labeled third world country, the only thing they've truly lost is their shine. You know, pummeled into redundancy due to circumstances or due to the curriculums of the world that has shaped people or swayed people away from evolving as humans in pursuit of superficial things of life, that has made the world a marketplace where each human is a potential client and a few people are the producers, the holders of knowledge. So what if it's a shine that is missing? And what if all that is needed is restoring this shine in humans? And how do we restore this shine? This knowledge is rare intel that you can only derive from curriculums of legitimate literacy, from the down-to-earth spaces of Mama Earth. But by today's standards, we shy away from this very knowledge. For example, the world knows of talented, but how about untalented or undis-talented? You know, I put a DIS in the middle and bracket it to strike the on, and it becomes talented. You know, so there's so much talent in the so-called untalented. You know, for someone, you tell someone that they are the worst singer on earth and they keep singing, they keep pushing. You know, I consider that talent. You know, because of these labels now, we are reserved in our pursuit of knowledge, in our revelation of knowledge, because of the world standards of what success is. You know, we shy away from the nooks and crannies, you know, the dirt of the earth. Even our own stories, our story of hustle, we don't want to reveal it because by world standards it's shameful. But who will reveal these things? How will knowledge be made whole if these things aren't revealed? So the next time you are faced with a hurdle, you're trying to surmount, you know, an odd or mountains of odds, look also to the first simplest obviousest solutions. One of such is humans. One of such is you. You know, what have you done? Are you CEOing yourself? Are you in charge of your evolution? You know, we spend 8 to 5 every day as pawn in another person's dream. How about you spend 3 months dedicated to CEOing yourself, taking charge of your response to stimuli of your evolution, following a regimen and holding yourself, being accountable to your own self as your own CEO. and see where you are after 3 months in your journey to breakthrough. I'm telling you, at the very least, you will have tapped into your greatness, your identity, your shine. And once you tap into your shine, the next time you walk the streets, it will halt because you walked and your presence filled it. The universe will pave way for you and what you constitute, the person of you. Again, you are made in Jehovah's image, powerful stuff. You cannot be poor. You have the innate ability to improvise, to invent. But the next time you face discomfort, are you going to CEO yourself, or are you going to fall for the whims of the world? Go and buy the next product, beer or something to forget your sorrow. How about undertaking that sorrow as someone who is invincible and seeing it as, just another step, and taking charge and translating that sorrow into things of beauty, not only for you, but for generations yet born. Again, the first, simplest, obvious set solutions. You want a Ferrari, dress in a Versace, walk into that Ferrari store and at least start by asking the price of the Ferrari. You want to sign autographs tomorrow, start by rehearsing your signature now. Start to wear that mentality of invincibility. We're not talking of losing out on humility. When you maintain your human, you are bound to be humble. When you are down to earth, you are bound to be humble. Invincibility, loss of humility comes with loss of human. Becoming bot-like, becoming god-like, going into outer space. Those are not themes of the down-to-earth. The down-to-earth aspects of the world is unpainted, it's real. Outer space is painted. So let's stop there. Please pay attention to my context. This entire video carries a prayer, carries my tears, and it's powerful stuff, all for you. The next time you walk, know that at the very least, know that you're a celebrity, because at the very least you have one true fan and his entire resources in the person of your boy Terry, making you a true celebrity. I'm your true fan, and to be true celebrity, that's all you need, one true fan. Again, back down to the first, simplest, obvious solutions, uncomplicating things. If someone tells you you're not celebrity, that's the, by his standards, yes, that's the end complex solutions. But by the standards of legitimate literacy, you are a celebrity because all you need is one true fan. True celebrityhood equals true fanhood in a loop equals 0. So that's a loop. So you just need one true celebrity, one true fan. And you have your creator as your true fan as well. Someone, a supreme being, the creator of the universe, your true fan. So what else do you need to be true celebrity? So I'll stop here. Please bear with the noises, bear with my disorientation in my presentation of this. I'm thinking on the spot and it's hard to be organized. I'm digging up myself, breaking down basically to pop out this rare intel, and it's bound to be disoriented, but this is an avenue for you to dig up yourself, to dig up this material and to find precious gems in it. This way you will evolve in the substance of your human. And when you attain full-blown humanhood, that's powerful stuff. I'm your boy Terry. Stay awesome. Just in case you didn't understand well enough, the video that just finished, I put in excerpts from a video, similar video that I did from days ago, that carries further examples and expatiates further on the topic at hand. So I just added it for further, clarity on the subject. So uh, listen to that as well. Maybe repetitive, but it was done a previous day, so it carries additional context. So hang in there for the next episode. Today it's about this revelation. I've already filled the page. I don't know if it's going to show, but let me show it on the screen first, with hopes that it shows. So I'm going to read it. It says, many a time the answers are in the first, simplest, obviousest solutions. Many a time we jump to the nth, complexest solutions first. Want to know what is on Bingo's mind? Ask Bingo. That's the revelation for today. Drawn from me drowning in the So Young experience, and I'm going to explain this. Ultimately, I intend to reveal a form of knowledge called legit illiteracy, a form of knowledge derived from the down-to-earth spaces of Mama Earth that is undocumented in the books. Many books have been written, but there is rare intel in legit illiteracy, the down-to-earth spaces of Mama Earth that is being neglected to highlight the outer space knowledge. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you. I'll just explain, give you an example of what I'm saying. Basically, what is being said here is many times we jump to the end complex solution. We jump to the end complex solutions first. Let me start with comedy examples. You're seeking $10 million. What is the normal or the popular path that people will take? Perhaps a career ladder. Go spend 10 years in university, do PhD, go to outer space and become an apprentice under an alien. Just to derive the knowledge, then come back to Earth, work for 20 years, climb a career ladder, and then maybe you get $10 million. But no, there's nothing wrong with doing that. But how about exhausting first the humanly possible, first, simplest, obviousst solutions? These are things we toss aside as nonsense, but solutions may lie therein. For example, how about going to a bank manager and telling him you need 10 million, please give me the key to the vault, to your vault. Or maybe the next time you go to an ATM, regardless of whether it's possible or impossible, have you ever typed $10 million in the ATM machine? Now, these are comedy examples, but I'm just hoping that you're getting the context of what I'm saying. It starts with your mentality. It starts with paying attention to your human capabilities. Look at your human once again. We were made in Jehovah's image. To have in subjection the fishes of the sea, the flying creatures of the heavens. This is a grand privilege. Look at your brain, powerful than supercomputers. Before we give cognizance to the existence or inexistence of things like money. Oh, I don't have money, I can't get that Ferrari. Then wanting to seek money, the chase paper, basically join the rat race to chase paper. How about paying attention to the resource that is before you? The first, simplest, obvious solution is your very evolution, establishing your own beauty, the application of your own power. So, one humanly exhaustible solution in that case is just walk into a Ferrari store, dress well, maybe use $5,000, $100 or $500, buy Versace apparel. Go to the Versace store and start by asking the price of the sorry, the price of the Ferrari. You want to sign autographs tomorrow. Are you rehearsing your autograph already? Yeah, I'm talking with testimonies. I went somewhere and I don't know what touched people, and they said they wanted my autograph. These people are artists, and I gave a talk there, and at the end they wanted my autographs, and I ended up signing for several people. But again, mentality is key. I don't have a dime, but I've been rehearsing my autographs, even literally. So let's always look also at the first, simplest, obvious solutions, exhaust them before going to the end complex solutions. You know, you want to raise $10,000. How about, you know, there's so many things you can do, money aside. You know, you can go into isolation, brainstorm an idea, write a proposal, then get 5 friends, maybe 2 girls, you dress them in the Versace, send them with the proposal, especially if the girls, maybe the boys, the security guard may bar you from seeing the manager. So dress a girl up and have her submit the proposal. Now, these are bizarre options by world standards, but these are human exhaustible options, the first, simplest, obvious solutions, and carry potential of creating possibilities. How about writing out your idea and just putting it on the internet? That is humanly exhaustible, free of charge. Make it 20,000 words so that it's indispensable. It ranks in the search engine. You know, your breakthrough may come from an anonymous person, a random person on the internet. And we're living in the era where the first, simplest, obvious solutions is just before us. We have the internet, we have telephones. Our parents did these things without anything. You know, my dad will travel abroad without knowing anybody to a language, a country where he has language barriers, and he did succeed. Starting from the farm places, barefoot in the villages, starting by coming to the city, then ended up going abroad. And many things that our parents did, they didn't have internet. When it's love, they will write letters, they will travel. These are human exhaustible, simplest, obvious solutions. You know, before you start to talk of money, oh, I don't have money. Oh, I can't wear a good shirt, I don't have money. If you go with full-blown conviction with your spirit, you have tapped into your spirit, you have a presence, you walk into a Versace store and you tell them that you're going for to pitch you're going to see a CEO tomorrow and you wish you had a Versace shirt, you know, to look presentable and all that. They will give it to you. They will be moved by your own conviction. The universe will pave way. The next time you walk the streets, or you enter a room, the room will halt because you walked in and your presence filled it. You know, so take cognizance of your beauty, the special privilege of being made in the image of the invisible Creator Jehovah. I'll stop there. I won't prolong this. I just gave you a surrounding context. You can now apply this in a variety of contexts and scenarios. The next time you walk the streets, walk with new airs. Because your boy Terry exists as your true fan, and I'm here with my spirit and being your true fan. And again, it's very simple. That makes you celebrity. What does it take to be celebrity? Just one true fan. And you have me here, fully invested in you. I will bear your consequences. Let's wait for that airplane. Yes, I will bear your consequences. So, you know, rarely get reservations reach out to me if you want further clarity on this subject. If you're seeking the ever missing piece of your puzzle, it can be in the head of an anonymous person, that raggedy looking person on the street near you that everybody just passes by, giving more value to chihuahuas and cute puppies. Pay attention to that person. Even the ever missing piece of your puzzle can be in that person's head. You just need to trigger it. It may be lying there as redundant information, not valuable for his own breakthrough, but is the ever missing piece of your puzzle. So that's a humanly exhaustible endeavor that you can carry out. Meet the person, have a conversation, measure the person courtesy of their human, have a good conversation, a directional conversation, pop the unpopped questions. And who knows, maybe courtesy of that casual conversation, the ever missing piece of your puzzle can pop out. The next time you are on Google, pop the unpopped questions. Yes, there are so many search query suggestions when you're typing, but don't be entirely identified. Don't let Google be 50% of your brain. Pay attention to your evolution while doing any human activity, even as simple as this Google search engine. How many unpopped questions have you popped while using Google? How many search queries have you popped that, at the end you will see Google telling you to suggest that question because it has never been popped? And we're talking of valid questions. But there is sense in nonsense. So, dirt is good, ask the soap master. So, relegate reservations. It's not about flawlessness. Even if your question is so-called nonsense by world standards, pop it still. It may stare, it may trigger something. I'm telling you, when I was younger, I used to write my ideas, but I never wrote on a booklet like this. I wrote on pieces of paper, and various pieces of paper, and I'll throw it in my bag, and I was looked at anytime I go to school. People will peep. I used to hide my bag, the inside of my bag, from people, but sometimes people will see the inside of my bag and they will go like I'm a lunatic. But basically I was practicing coding in the things that I wrote. But not only coding, I wanted to evolve each time I was looking for a particular idea or excerpt of me that I have written. So I would write it on pieces of paper, all scattered. And anytime I'm looking for a particular piece, I'll have to go through 100 to 1,000 pieces of paper to find this particular one-liner or idea or innovation idea that I wrote. Why? Not only because I'm encoding it from strangers. Those times I used to be afraid. I didn't want people to get to know what I'm doing, steal my ideas. I was still young. Now I don't have those reservations, but when I was younger I had it. But because of my own evolution, I want to dig mine of my human in the process of just finding a piece, a one-liner that I wrote. So I'll go through each of the papers. They're going to be rumpled. I'll open them one by one till I find a particular line that I'm looking for. And there are many times, because of going through that process, at the end of 1,000 pages, let's say, assuming I get to the 1,000th paper to find the line, I would have come up with 10 to 20 more innovation ideas. I was a very young boy doing this. But I don't give myself kudos for this insight, this knowledge. It's special insight from the creator, because many times when I was younger, I did the discomfort, I did the hustle, the grind. You know, when there's, you know, when there is a challenge or discomfort or pain, you know, I was a boy, but even in boyhood, those things challenged my manhood. My man side will come out, you know, mountains of odds, and it will challenge my manhood to surmount it. These are very simple things. I don't want to make it, I don't want to expand on it to where you lose out on the gist. So let's keep it short and cut it here. Please listen to my undertone, the underlying context, not my words. You know, I may not speak English in the same way as is popular. I'm a legitimate illiterate overall. So the composition of my expressions may appear ordinary and off-key, but please pay attention to the context. Engage your spirit as you listen to me so that you will connect to my spirit, and insight, revelation will be laid bare. Anyway, let me stop here. I'm your boy Terry once again. My username is Surpassinggoogle. Make sure to stay awesome.